What's going on, guys? It's Daylife1777, and today's video is going to be on a review of the Asus G75. Pretty much going to talk about everything the computer has, all the specs, what I think about it, the pros and cons, and whether if you guys are in the market for a laptop, if this is worth it for the price. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks. Alright guys, well here is the Asus G75. Just pretty much like any other gaming laptop. I actually like it better than some other gaming laptops. The keyboard right here has like it's like a aluminum keyboard, like outer border, which feels sturdy and feels great. The keyboard is backlit. You could adjust the levels just like a MacBook Pro or any other lit keyboard. Here is the GTX 660M 2GB video card and the Intel i7 quad-core third generation CPUs. Alright guys, well here's the right side of the laptop, which includes 2 USB 3.0 ports, 1 Thunderbolt port, an HDMI port, an Ethernet port, 1 VGA port, and the AC plug to connect to the wall. Alright guys, here's the left side of the laptop, which includes 2 USB 3.0 ports, the CD drive, a card reader, 1 microphone jack, and 1 headphone jack. Alright guys, here's the back of the laptop, which includes the 2 huge vents on the back. One of the vents sucks air in, and the other vent shoots all the hot air out. With the NVidia GTX graphics card, this thing runs anything I've thrown at it, literally. With the 2 vents in the back, it does not heat up at all. And the 3rd generation CPU keeps it real cool. The mouse pad here, actually, the trackpad, I'm sorry, is actually pretty big. And it works quite well. I'm not going to be using it that much. I just, use the keyboard and the mouse. Now, the only downside to this laptop would be probably the hard drive it comes with, at least for the Best Buy version, which is the $1,250, 5,400 RPM. 1 terabyte hard drive, which is not the fastest thing in the world, but it still works. Now, the good thing is that you could upgrade the hard drive for dirt cheap, or unless you want to go big and spend some good money on an SSD drive, which I might be doing later on. It does have 8 gigs of RAM, and upgradable to 16, and it has 2 bays for 2 hard drives or 2 SSD drives, which is great. Here is the score, which I will be talking more about this in a second. 8 gigs of RAM, 64-bit, and here's the CPU. And this thing runs anything I've thrown at it so far. I've done some benchmarks, which I will be uploading later. Here is the benchmark I'm running, and I will show that later to you guys. Other than that, great computer, guys. Highly recommend it. Alright, guys. Well, here's the Windows Experience Index score. 5.9 right now. The only reason why it's 5.9 is because of this right here. The hard drive. Which the hard drive is not the best. It's a 5,400 RPM drive. So, yeah. But the good thing about that is that everything else is actually extremely high. 7.8 for memory RAM, video 7.3, which is actually awesome. So if you spend about $100 on an SSD, I'm sure that score right there will probably 7.5 or something like that. So you'll have a pretty good score. Overall, it's still not a bad score at all. It's just the hard drive drops it down a little bit, but no big. Well, guys, now this version does come with 8 gigs of RAM, upgradable to 16. It has 2 slot bays for hard drives, either SSD drives or traditional hard drives. I will be upgrading mine to an SSD and leaving the one it came with. Pretty much just for gaming, etc. for SSD drives. This hard drive is still good, and I hope it lasts me a while. Now, like I said, it does have the 3rd generation Intel processors. It's a full 1080p resolution screen. It's 1920 by 1080, so that's great. It's a 17.3 inch monitor, and it does weigh. The only thing is, well, it is a gaming desktop. I mean, desktop replacement. It does weigh 9.1 pounds, which isn't that horrible, and you're not going to be moving this around, you know, every day. But it also does have the 2 vents on the back, which are huge, and with the new Intel CPUs and these fans, this computer has not heated up whatsoever. It's ran quiet. I ran a couple benchmarks already, which I will post up later, and it actually performs amazing. For the price, for $1,250, $1,250, this is an amazing laptop. This laptop will run Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, Battlefield, Crisis. It runs it incredibly well. And for the price, you cannot beat this deal. That's why I did get it. I was going to get a different laptop, but this one ended up showing up, and I was like, I have to get it. What else? The battery life does not last that long. You know, typical for a gaming laptop. It lasts about 3 hours, and gaming, it'll last you about an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, depending what game and how much you're pushing that video card. Other than that, guys, you could add up to 4 monitors to this laptop, which is great, with the included Thunderbolt port. It doesn't have a Blu-ray player, but there is a version of it that does come with a Blu-ray player. I really don't use Blu-ray players, so I really didn't care for it. Other than that, guys, this laptop is amazing. And if you have any questions, concerns, leave your comments below. Like my video, subscribe. I will be posting more benchmarks. I'm going to be posting some videos of actual gameplay and letting you know the FPS and all that good stuff. Overall, great laptop. I highly recommend it if you're into gaming and you really don't want to spend, you know, $2,500 on a gaming laptop. I'm not going to say any names of companies that like to raise their prices that high. But for $1,200, guys, you cannot beat this deal. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more to come. Thanks.